All right, Michael, thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the playoff-type game tonight from South Florida. And what a day of football we had. And we will talk with Don Shula a little bit later on. We will see how tough it is to march to history as the Broncos' dream of really surpassing those 72 Dolphins came to a close. That in a little while. But both the Jets and the Dolphins know that no matter who wins the game tonight, a team that will be right on their tail, the Buffalo Bills, began the year 0-3, trying to become the fifth team to make the playoffs with an 0-3 start. They're playing the Raiders. Doug Flutie to Jay Reimers, my touchdown. Bruce Smith, the sack of Wade Wilson. Phil Hansen, the touchdown. You had to be an idiot to think the Raiders would go into Buffalo and win. Bills win 44-21. Patriots at the Rams. Pats, though, with an important loss because Robert Edwards had a huge first half, couldn't get in here. Zahir Hakim. Hakim, the Patriots couldn't beat the lowly Rams. Could cost him. Bledsoe may not play next week. Rams win 32-18. Oilers at Jags. Steve McNair, threw for 230, ran for 81. Tie game with 13 left. Al Del Greco, 41-yard field goal. Watch under the goalpost, the mascot. Oh, no! The Jags lose. Oilers win at 16-13. Steelers at Fox. Cordell Stewart threw 3 picks, 2 to Tampa Bay's John Lynch. In addition to throwing 3 interceptions, Stewart on the sidelines threw 1 tantrum, which Coach Bill Cowher didn't appreciate. He was yanked in favor of Mike Tomczak. But he fumbles. Warren Sapp recovers. Stewart back in to no avail. The Bucks back in the playoffs take 16-3 winners. John Kitna hits Caboodle. Kitna to Joey Galloway for Seattle at home against San Diego. Mack, mutiny on LaBounty. Sacks Ryan Leak. Boom, boom. Cortez Kennedy, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Seahawks win at 38-17. The Bungles have lost 9 in a row. Marshall Faulk, 2,000 all-purpose yards this year. Colts lead 7-0. Peyton Manning, 24 touchdown passes, breaking the 50-year-old rookie mark of Chuck and Charlie Connerly, the 48 Giants. Colts win 39-26. Skip Hicks, 5-yard touchdown. Washington leads Carolina 21-3. This is the kind of year it's been for the 2-12 Panthers. 28-25 Skins. Jake Plummer in Arizona control their own destiny for the final wild card spot. Touchdown to Rob Moore ties it. Both the Eagles and Cards missed chip shot field goals late, but in overtime, Chris Jackie squeezes it through. Cards win 20-17. Chris Chandler, Atlanta, hot. Terrence Mathis, chances are neither Saint will catch him. Mathis, 6 catches, $198. The Falcons are 12-2. They win 27-17. After Corey Harris and Patrick Johnson have returned kicks in the first quarter for Baltimore. David Palmer, might as well face it, this game is addicted to kickoff returns. 3 kickoff returns in the first quarter. That's a full game record in the NFL. Business as usual. Randall Cunningham, Chris Carter, 100 career touchdowns. Minnesota, 13-1, they win 38-28. Cowboys at the Chiefs. Rich Loose Gannon lugs it in. Chiefs beat the suddenly stagnant Cowboys 20-17. Oldest rivalry in football, the Bears and the Packers. 156 meetings. Brett Favre, Antonio Freeman, 16-yard touchdown. Bears have a chance, but 3 straight sacks end their hopes. The Pack wins 26-20 to get back on their winning track.
This halftime report is presented by Toyota. Get the most out of your day, every day.
When we return, the Broncos' quest for immortality stolen by the Giants. And a talk with the man who led the only team undefeated, Don Shula.
Everybody I know calls her the cow, even people I don't know. I threw a parade for the cow because it definitely needed something to honor this moment. 300,000! It's really saying something to think that we went through 15 New England winters. Hey! It's just an amazing vehicle. It's been a really good buddy. It's been a good friend. And heck, we just need another excuse for a party.
Toyota trucks. How many miles can you put on?
Hi, I'm Dan Marino of the Miami Dolphins. The NFL and the United Way this season are celebrating 25 years of working together to help our neighbors in need. Over the years, the hundreds of NFL owners, coaches, and players have volunteered their time to work with United Way agencies and programs that show our caring for people. By working together, the NFL and the United Way are making a difference. The NFL, the United Way, and you. the power of teamwork.
Not many receivers ever been on the cover of ESPN, the magazine. Not Lynn Swann, not Charlie Joyner. Jerry Rice has never been on the cover of ESPN, the magazine.
Randy, ESPN's only had a magazine since March.
Harold Carmichael has never been on the cover of ESPN, the magazine.
Welcome back to the Toyota Halftime Report with your host, Chris Berman.
7-3, the Jets lead at halftime, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown for Wayne Corbett. The Denver Broncos had won all 13 games they played this season. But to go undefeated and untied and go all the way through the playoffs at 19-0, boy, that's quite a mountain to climb. Little, though, thought that the mountain in which they would stumble would be at the Meadowlands against the 5-8 New York Football Giants. 16-13, the Giants begin an 86-yard drive. Kent Graham, a key 23-yard scramble to midfield, gets the Giants in position. Then, Graham to Amani Toomer. You know he's got to be well-dressed. Yes, he caught the ball, and after the refs decide, yes, he was in. Both feet and possession of the football, 20-16. The New York Football Giants get the touchdown. 5 seconds to go for Mike Shanahan. John Elway, 31 yards. Fires it. Everyone's in the end zone. Batted away. The Giants win 20-16. Denver's dream dashed.
If we would have been undefeated, it would have been a nice, throw in there. But, now we're not. The season's not going down the drain. I know that.
I don't think there's nothing good that can come of a loss. I don't think there's anything good that you can learn from it.
Congratulations to the Giants for playing so hard in a game that really doesn't mean very much to them on paper. And congratulations to the Denver Bronco, who, like McGuire and Sosa and the Yankees, allowed us to dream about reaching the unreachable star. And that would leave only one expert about how you might go a full season undefeated. And conveniently, he's sitting with our Mike Patrick. We're talking about Don Shula. Gentlemen.
Chris, thank you very much. And you see the undefeated sign, still the only undefeated team in the history of the National Football League, and the architect of that great 72 team in the Super Bowl win. Don Shula, thanks for joining us.
What a day.
Were you watching?
I was switching back and forth. I was watching the Tampa Bay Bucks in Pittsburgh, and then the more the Giants stayed into the ballgame, the more I kept tuning into that. And then at the end of the ball game, everybody was ready to celebrate with about 40 seconds to go. And, I've seen Elway too many times in that 2-minute drill end up winning the football game. And, of course, it went down to the final play.
Ever since 1972, there comes a point in the season where the last team undefeated loses. So many of your former players are here. We're keeping you from the champagne right now.
But I'm going to join them. And we had some in our booth before we came over. But it's just a tremendous feeling because we're so proud of that. And this team has really bonded together because of the accomplishment. And I think the fact that Denver is so good and they've went so long really emphasizes how tough it is to go all the way.
Would you have preferred that it happened here next week?
I'll tell you, that would have been the highest rated game ever, I think, if it would have gone down to next week. But I'm very happy about what happened today. And I want to thank the Giants and their coach and what a great job that they did. And it was an exciting ball game. But Denver is just one of the great football teams that have come along. They won the Super Bowl last year, and that gave them the confidence that, they could do it all this year.
Don, thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. Always wonderful to see you.
Glad to be with you.
All right, and I'm sure this moment will come again next year for the Miami Dolphins and Don Shula. The 1972 team, unbeaten. Our thanks to Don Shula. We'll be back in a moment.